nasagot nyo na rin daw po yung Article 2.4, which is allegation of ill-gotten wealth. Ano po yung purpose nyo po talaga?
Well, one of the things na purpose niyan would be to show nga kung yung pag-declare doon sa kanyang SALN, kung paano ginawa yung pag-declare ng cash assets, pati yung mga properties nga. But then, ito na lang yung tanong din namin kung ba sinabi na lang namin basta-basta na ito yung pera niya, ito yung nasa SALN, ito yung nasa account, yung account dito nang galing. Obviously, yung isang question din dyan, tatanungin nila, paano nabili yung property and paano, bakit ito yung nakadeclare sa SALN. So this is really something that, although we think is not really relevant to Article 2 directly, it really is still related to Article 2. Kasi isa rin sa mga sinasagot namin dito would be the testimony of our BIR Commissioner Henares when she was presented as a witness. Nag-testify siya on the fixed income of Chief Justice Corona na kung ano yung mga may withholding tax nga. And it seemed to imply nga na ang sinasabi doon, wala siyang income, nor yung mga anak niya rin, wala ring income to buy the properties. Na sinabi rin si Charina is not even registered, but then as later on, we'll show na yung property nga na isa sa mga sinasabi nilang kay Chief Justice Corona when prosecution initially said a certain amount of properties belonging to Chief Justice Corona, yung isa doon, belongs to the daughter who's been in the US for several years now. So yun yung mga ganung bagay. At that time, meron din nag-object nun from the defense saying that it seems to be addressing paragraph 2.4 nung witness nila si BIR Commissioner Henares. But they said, no, this is in relation to paragraph 2.3 na parang yung declaration nga niya sa SALN ng kanyang mga assets. So, if that stands in the records as something that was in a testimony and it was part of their formal offer, then it is something that we have to address as well. Na hindi accurate to say na yun lang ang income ni Chief Justice Corona, yung fixed income na yun, na meron pang allowances na hindi na factor in doon. So, this is how we're going about it.
Nagulat nga kami dyan dahil nakuha namin sa testimonya ng tatlong testigo, si Ms. Bayuga, Attorney Guevara, and Attorney Salsaga, na sinasabi nga po nila na itong allowances and benefits na tinatanggap po ng ating punong maestrado Corona ay supposedly part of that is expense, no? Kailangan ginagamit due to his office. Ngayon, yung iba pwedeng gamitin for his personal use. Ngayon, ang tanong, isn't that subject to tax, no? Kung for personal use. So dito pumapasok uli yung mga katanungan na I think kailangan na tignan ng ating policy makers with regard to this issue. Kung magbibigay nga ba tayo ng allowances, kailangan ba natin gawing taxable na ito? Dahil kung gagamitin rin lang naman for personal use, no? Dapat hindi malugi naman ang gobyerno dito. So ito yung isa sa mga masabi po nating issue dahil it may open certain certain legal complications with regard to Chief Justice Corona.
Pero Congressman Erin, pati po ba sa House ganito ang practice?
Well, ito nga kaya kailangan rin masagot rin ng Commission on Audit. Why do they allow? Kasi usually you're supposed to liquidate based on receipts. Ngayon, ang nangyayari ngayon, mukha sa House, sa Senate, and other departments, no, for that matter, ang allowable is a certification that you have used the amount without the necessary attachment. So, ang tanong nga, ito ba yung papayagan talaga natin at maging baseline na? O kailangan na rin natin tignan dahil kung wala rin namang receipts yan, hindi natin mapapatunayan talaga na nagginastos, then might as well make it taxable.
Attorney Karen, ito bang yung mga nalaman naming figures na income ng punong maestrado, mahigit 21 million in 10 years and iba pa mga allowances, yun po ba yung mga pera na nandun sa mga bank accounts?
We're still, of course, masyado pa maaga na sa presentation ng evidence namin. We're just establishing this as one of the pieces of evidence. Pero as to saan napunta, yun yung, we are still going there. Pero kasi kung midway, biglang sinabi lang, and 26 million, sasabihin, saan nanggaling yan? And then we say allowances, okay, well, saan naman nanggaling yung allowances? Then we would have to call in yung same witness na pinesenta namin, no? So, what we're doing, we have our own method of going about yung proof of the case. So, ginagawa namin, we are establishing yung mga little pieces of evidence based on people who have personal knowledge of the facts. Tapos, pagka unti-unti na-explain, yun na yun, na at least on the record na we will be referring to this, and then, of course, the other sources of income, and also expenses kung paano nakaipon ng certain amount, tapos bakit nakadeclare ito sa SALN, bakit ganito, and ano yung pinambayad sa ibang property.
Ang kailangan lang maging maliwanag, Kathy and Gio, yung 26 million is an is a lump sum for the 10 years
Yes.
that he has been in the Supreme Court. Hindi yan given in one blow. So nag-average yung amount from maybe 1.5 to around 3 million per year, no, depending on which year and depending kung nasa HRET o sa SET, no, House of Representatives Electoral Tribunal na si punong maestrado or sa Senate Electoral Tribunal. Doon lumalaki yung allowances. Pero kung tatanungin mo sa akin kung ito ba ay enough to buy the property, para sa akin kulang. Dahil kung 2 million lang yan o 1 million additional, you have to break that down pa to ano yung expenses at ano yung pwedeng kuhan, hindi sasapat.
Yun nga.
Pareho kami ng tanong.
Hindi na ba gumastos ang punong mahistrado?
No, yeah, exactly.
Kasi
No,
hindi
that's
na
why.
tanong ni
Yeah,
Senator
exactly. That's
Trillanes,
why that's why we have to address this. Kahit na sinasabi na nga natin, wala na yan sa 2.4. Exactly. Wala na nga. Pero tingnan nyo, pinag-uusapan pa rin natin because you can't really satisfy the public just by doing a strict accounting na ito yung pera, ito yung nasa bank niya, ito napunta, ito yung property. No, I'm sure they're gonna ask pa rin, teka lang, paano niya nabili yung property in the first place? Ano ba talaga yung sweldo niya? And then, if we just look at the record, napakaliit nung income na nasa record lang based on the income subject to withholding tax. That's why we really have to go through this tedious process na isa-isahin itong mga to. And as we're going to go along this trial, we're gonna show na hindi lang naman ito yung mga sources of income, pati rin yung mga na-save niya na from before. And this is yung mga things na kailangan i-address nga and kailangan i-explain. And then para ipakita rin kung saan napunta doon sa SALN and bakit ito lang nakasulat. And of course, you're right, hindi talaga enough yan, 26 million. That's why our Congressman Tanyada was also saying na yung mga ibang allowances na yan, kailangan mo i-liquidate. They go into expenses. And that would explain why may mga certain amounts din naman na through the years na naggamit niya as yung expenses nga na nakukover nitong mga allowances nga.
Attorney Karen, sa komputasyon ng depensa, does it add up? Yun ang nagiging tanong nila.
Siyempre, I don't know how to address that na siyempre, I don't want to go into details nga because of the merits. Pero, meron naman, and this is something na, we have a group of lawyers here na nagpe-prepare for the trial. It wouldn't make sense na pinaghahandaan ito without even doing the proper accounting na hindi naman pala tugma tapos magpe-present sila dyan ng evidence. So this is, something that they will really address as we go along.
Kaya importante, Kathy and Gio, yung blanco yung acquisition cost. Kasi importante yung ma-fill up yung spaces doon. Kasi doon natin makikita talaga kung magmamatch o hindi. Diba? Ewan ko, I hope Karen doesn't mind my saying, maybe it was really intentional to leave it blank para hindi mahuli kaagad. But I'm sure they will have their way to explain that, and I respect that they will do that in the next few days.
Attorney Karen, was it intentional nga ba?
Well, I am not the Chief Justice, so I'm sorry, you can't
It's hard,
really ask me, no? But ako naman, personal opinion, I'm not sure kung ano yung naging reason bakit, because it's been consistent throughout the years na yung acquisition cost yung wala. But then again, we also have to take into consideration na lahat ng properties na dineclare niya, yung public record naman yung contract of sale. So it's going to be easy to check. Pag nakita nyo na yung assessed value, fair market value, minsan nga, mas malaki pa yun compared to dun sa acquisition cost. So if you're just saying na mas gusto mong magmukhang mahirap, then in some instances, you would even look wealthier dahil may mga times mas mataas yung fair market value. So, my point is, makikita naman anyone who will want to check his state of finances can just go to either Register of Deeds, nandun na yung mga contract of sale, and check kung ano yung acquisition cost niya. Whether the failure to include the acquisition cost of is an impeachable offense, then yun yung isa sa mga bagay that we have to wait and see kung ano yung magiging view rin ng senator judges. But in terms of good faith, I think this is something that we can't pass judgment on at this stage of the trial.
Well, just to address yung point na whether it's an impeachable offense, it's not only the acquisition cost that we're saying. It's a failure to truthfully declare yung what is needed in a SALN. So, when the properties were bought, what year they were bought, kailangan ilagay kung anong taon, yung cash deposits, ano ba talaga yung nasa bangko, ano ba yung nakatago, yun, kailangan ilabas. So it's not just the acquisition cost, but the totality of the statements of assets and liabilities.
Pero Congressman Erin, lumalabas din yung tanong na why is the Chief Justice yata daw being singled out? Maraming lumalabas ngayon ng mga SALN na tila pare-pareho yung discrepancies.
Well, unang-una, he's the one on trial. He's the only one who can be impeached, no? The other public officials outside of those identified sa ating saligang batas, may proseso naman yan through the ombudsman kung mayroong magpa-file ng kaso. So, it just so happened na yung kasong ito is against the Chief Justice. So, kailangan niya sagutin itong articles of impeachment.
Attorney Karen, hinahamon nga ba ng depensa ang mga senator judges na ilabas ang kanilang mga SALN at ikumpara sa SALN ng Chief Justice?
Honestly, not that I'm aware of. Kaya nagulat din ako na ginagawang issue yan because we are also aware of the fact na si Chief Justice Corona yung nasasakdal dito. So, ang material lang naman dito nga, tama, yung SALN niya. And I don't think it's relevant to talk about the SALNs of the other public officials unless meron nga gusto ipakita dito na yung, kung maging issue itong good faith ni Chief Justice Corona, siguro yan yung collateral issue showing na it is a practice or a custom with all other government officials na required mag-file ng SALN. Kung ito ba yung isang nagiging consented to practice na marami sa kanilang kulong-kulang but then walang nagiging issues with whom they file their SALNs with. So, yun yung mga pwedeng maging consideration but honestly, we're not focusing on that. Kaya yung nakita ko naman yung sa pag-prepare ng trial, hindi yan yung tinitignan namin na we should compare with the other government officials.
Balikan kita, Congressman Erin. Lumabas kasi, isa kayo sa mga advocate ng FOI bill at lumabas nitong weekend sa Twitter, sa Facebook. Bakit ba kailangan ng government employees, officials magdeklara ng SALN o mag-fill up ng SALN?
Well, simple yan. Dahil sa ating saligang batas, maliwanag yung Article 11 with regard to accountability, public office, public trust. So, yung pagtrabaho mo sa gobyerno ay isang privilege. At kailangan ipakita sa ating mamamayan na hindi mo ginagamit yung position mo, maski ikaw ay clerk, janitor, o na yumayaman. No? Nakita nga po natin sa Bureau of Customs, isang clerk naka-Porsche, no, na minamaneho. So, ano ba yung usapin tungkol dito? So yan ang importante kung bakit importante itong statements of assets and liabilities and net worth.
Attorney Karen, nabanggit nyo na yung mga pagkakamali may have been made in good faith. How do you prove that?
That's siguro something that we will have to